I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it just seems to keep getting worse. Back in February of this year, I made a video talking about the massive problems that IDW publishing were facing and how it could potentially affect the Sonic run of comics. Unfortunately, earlier this week, IDW Publishing let go of nearly 40% of its staff and was removed from the New York Stock Exchange. Now, this comes after 2 years of major losses for the company, and with IDW being widely regarded as the 5th largest comic publisher, this clearly reflects the problem that the comic industry is facing right now. As I mentioned in my video a few months back, a big reason for IDW's financial struggles comes down to the IPs that they license. And after cutting a large portion of their company, this is what they had to say. This move was done in an effort to preserve capital and put the company in the strongest position possible to unlock value from its assets, including its intellectual property and ability to generate new intellectual property. End quote. So essentially, in order to stop bleeding themselves dry from all the licensing, they decided to cut their company by nearly half. This is really heartbreaking news. I honestly wish the best to everyone who is let go and hope that they are able to get back on their feet fast. It's clear that a lot of the employees really enjoyed working there and being part of something that has been truly positive for Sonic. One employee who was cut had this to say: "IDW was truly the most fun, enriching, stimulating job I have ever had. Literally crying because I don't work for a company that does Sonic the Hedgehog stuff anymore." End quote. It's really cool that so many people at IDW really cared about the Sonic IP, and I think it was obvious by how the comic has been treated. The writing and art has been phenomenal. However, a lot of those people that do care are now gone. For fans of the Sonic IDW run, obviously this doesn't bode well for us. IDW is clearly in some hot water right now, profits have been on the decline, and it seems like IDW is more willing to cut staff rather than stop licensing underperforming comics. Now, I know there are a lot of Archie Sonic fans that are probably pleased about this due to them feeling burnt, possibly that the run was given to IDW, or perhaps just don't like the IDW stories as much. And look, that is totally fine, we all enjoy different things. Personally for me, I much prefer the IDW comics to the old Archie ones, and I think that a lot of people like myself have hopped on during the IDW run. People losing their jobs and the fanbase losing good Sonic stories isn't really something to be excited or happy about if you ask me. The Archie comics had a really long run, and I'm hoping that the IDW comics can as well. The team working on the Sonic comics seem to have really hit their stride recently with top tier art and really interesting story beats. I would say that up there with the Sonic movies and Frontiers, IDW has been very influential in making Sonic a more popular franchise that people are really invested in. Look back 4 to 5 years ago, the Sonic community was not in a great place, and a lot of people took Sonic as a joke. Losing IDW Sonic right now, at the height of this Sonic resurgence, would be a huge blow to the foundation it helped build. Hopefully in the coming months, IDW is able to come up with a plan to get back on track. There are tons of comics from them that people are really enjoying right now beyond Sonic, such as Star Trek and TMNT, so I'm really pulling for them. Let me know what you think about this IDW news down in the comments. Are you currently reading the IDW Sonic run, or could you care less? With all that being said, guys, I wish you all the best. Peace.